Unexpected delay. It was 1:58 a.m. when my phone vibrated on the nightstand. Half asleep, with the TV murmuring softly in the background, I saw the small flash of the notification light. It was from Emily. Unexpected delay. Don't wake up. Just that short, cold, detached. The kind of message she sent when she didn't want me asking questions. She was supposed to be at a business conference about 2 hours away, one that wrapped up around midnight. I stared at the message, those two simple words echoing far louder than they should have. Unexpected delay. It was the same excuse she'd given 2 months ago, the night she came home smelling faintly of men's cologne and claimed her car had broken down. Back then, I believed her. Tonight, I didn't. Something inside me had changed. I wasn't the naive, trusting husband anymore. For weeks, I'd noticed the signs, the late meetings, the girls' nights that bled into sunrise, the secretive smiles whenever her phone buzzed. I wasn't blind. I was just exhausted from pretending not to see it. The final crack appeared last weekend. While she was in the shower, I saw a name pop up on her screen. Chris, no last name, just a heart emoji beside it. When I asked about it later, she brushed me off. He's my coworker. Stop being insecure. I nodded at the time, but the tone in her voice told me more than her words ever did. So I stopped asking and started observing. Tonight, I decided to act. 2 weeks ago, I had quietly installed a small GPS tracker in her car. Now, as I opened the tracking app, I expected to see her near the hotel she said she'd booked for the conference. But the blinking blue dot wasn't near any hotel. It sat right in the middle of a quiet residential neighborhood, only 2 blocks from the downtown bar where Chris worked. My chest tightened, not in shock but in confirmation. She wasn't delayed. She was exactly where she wanted to be. I stared at the screen for a long while, thumb hovering above the keyboard. Then I typed one word. Chris. And hit send. The message went through instantly. 3 dots appeared, then vanished. 10 seconds later, they came back and disappeared again. No reply. I imagined her staring at the message, her face draining of color, her pulse racing. I didn't want drama. I didn't want tears. I just wanted truth. After a minute, I locked my phone, turned off the TV, and walked to the kitchen. I poured myself a glass of whiskey and sat silently, staring at the door. Too calm. Because when betrayal stops being a suspicion and becomes fact, silence becomes your shield. You don't explode. You plan. At 2:17 a.m., my phone buzzed again. I'm coming home. No excuses. No explanations. Just panic. I took a slow sip, a faint smile touching my lips, and said nothing. 10 minutes later, headlights swept across the driveway. A car door slammed, hurried footsteps pounded on the porch, keys fumbled. Then the front door burst open. There she was. Hair tangled, makeup smeared, fear written all over her face. Ryan, she gasped. It's not what you think. Funny, I said quietly. I haven't said anything yet. She started babbling before I could breathe. It was just a drink. He's going through a breakup. He needed someone to talk to. The same tired script. I let her talk, watching her twist lies into something that barely resembled reason. Then I cut in softly. You said there was an unexpected delay. Her eyes darted away. There was my car. I lifted her phone from the counter. Her chat with Chris was still open. I'd already mirrored her texts to my phone through our shared cloud. You forgot to delete these? I asked, scrolling. The color drained from her face. The messages told their own story. Laughter, flirting, even a photo of her at his place, glass of wine in hand. The timestamps matched perfectly with her supposed delays. She sank onto the couch, silent and defeated. I stood there, strangely calm. You could have just told me you were unhappy, I said quietly. She whispered, trembling. I didn't mean for it to happen. But betrayal isn't accidental. It's a choice, one made again and again until the truth finally catches up. I told her to pack a bag. She begged, cried, clutched at my arm. Please, Ryan. It's over with him. I'll do anything. I looked at her, the woman I once trusted with my soul, and realized something had already died long before tonight. When she finally left, the house was quiet. Heavy but peaceful. I wasn't broken. I was free. Free from her excuses, her manipulation, her selective honesty. The next morning, I sent her a picture, her side of the closet completely empty. The caption read, Unexpected delay. Permanent. She didn't reply, but I saw she read it within seconds. Later that day, Chris texted from a blocked number. You didn't have to ruin her. I replied simply. She did that herself. Then I blocked him too. Months have passed since that night. I've rebuilt. I've healed. My life now is quiet. Morning coffee, peaceful evenings, honest company. Sometimes Emily still emails, asking if we can talk. I never respond. Because the night she wrote, unexpected delay. She didn't just delay coming home. She delayed honesty. Until it was far too late. And the one word that shattered her calm. Chris. Will forever remind her of the moment her lies finally caught up.